Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Kimberly Green and I'm going to very quickly and painlessly show you how you go about setting up to build a digital professional portfolio. We are going to be building our portfolios using PowerPoint. If you are very technically savvy and you would rather use something freeware like Google Docs, you are free to do it. But what we're going to walk you through right now is what most people are using who aren't going out and spending thousands of dollars buying fancy schmancy software. Your key is you need to keep all of your artifacts in one folder. I've built myself a file, a folder. I work on a Mac. You probably work on a PC. It's parallel language. In a file or folder, I tend to keep mine on the desktop so it's easy to reference. But here's what's crucial. Inside that sample, well, I'm calling it sample, inside that file or that folder, you need to have all your artifacts there with your PowerPoint. I'm going to explain why, and it'll make a lot of sense in just a couple of minutes, so hang on with me. So the first thing you do is you build your outline, your skeleton of your PowerPoint. All right, we have a skeleton built for us by Dr. Mindy Sloan. Thank you so much, Mindy. And you see, if you've used PowerPoint before, you should recognize right away we're in building mode. Right, you've got your breakdown here on the side. If you want to add a new slide, you just go up to the top menu bar and say insert slide. There's nothing fancy here. And then you've got all your different slides that you add. Build your skeleton first so that you can then, when you get to the point where you need to add an artifact, I will show you how you do this. When it comes time to add in an artifact, what you want to think about is not embedding it inside PowerPoint, but having a direct link to it. So what we do is, let's say first we click in and we say, this is my artifact for, and then you can just add whatever text you want, and then you're going to link to it. To view, please click here. You highlight here, and now you're going to add a link. So you go to insert and you slide down and you're adding, I know your initial thought is this doesn't make sense, but hang on a second. You're adding a hyperlink. A hyperlink just means you're jumping somewhere else. You're going to jump to whatever it is you're adding. Are you going to a web page? That's what most of us usually think of with a hyperlink. No, you're linking to a document. So then you need to select that document. Let's say it's sample document number 1. I've selected it, there it is, and the words that are going to show up are here. Here will be the hot link, and I click OK. So now, when I go into view mode, you have to be in view mode to make sure this works. It doesn't work when you're still in design build mode. You click down in the corner where you've got your little slideshow icon, and you see you have your hot link. You click here, go ahead and open it, and it will open the document for you. Boom, there it is. This is why it's so important that everything you add as an artifact has to be in that same file. Let me show you, because when I go to send this to someone, everything needs to be in this file. That way all my links will work, no matter if it's working off of my computer or I've emailed this to someone else. When I send it to my professor at the end, I simply zip it. If you go to your computer, depending on which version of Windows you're using, or Microsoft or whatever, you could always for free download a zip file. For me on a Macintosh, all I have to do is tell it to compress. And what it will do is it will compress sample portfolio into a zip file. What I've done now is I've got everything that was inside this folder is now here for me to email or upload to my professor. Let's go over that one more time. Everything you're going to add as an artifact needs to be in the same file. my portfolio, and every example I want. I'm not embedding things into it. I'm creating hyperlinks so that my documents don't show up the size of a thumbnail and I can't view them. I go into, let's do another one. Let's say I wanted this to be my hot link to another artifact. I highlight it. I go to Insert. I'm inserting a hyperlink. I'm not linking to a web page, although if you wanted to, this is exactly what you would do. I am linking to a document. I select the document. It has to be in my same file for another person to be able to access it. Sample number 2. I select it, and I say OK. And then when I go back into view mode, I click right there. There's my link. Yes, please open the document. And whoever is viewing my portfolio will now be able to see that artifact. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email your professor, or you can actually go ahead and email me. I'm okay with it, and I will give you my email right now. It's kgreen@grambin.edu. All right? I hope that helps. Again, take it slow and think it through. You're not embedding, you're adding a hyperlink, which is why everything needs to stay in that same folder. Thank you for your attention.